Hey, fellow humans, welcome back to our series on cultivating inner resources for challenging times. This will be our last week doing the series. I really appreciate you joining me on this journey. It's been a pleasure having you, and I hope that these daily offerings have served you well. And I hope today that you're doing well and you're taking care of yourself. And I hope today that you can settle a little more deeply into yourself in this time that we've been given. Our theme today is being ourselves, something that can help us navigate this time. You know, this question of how do we be most ourselves? How do we be most who we are? Because it is being most who we are, it is being most settled and grounded in ourselves that can carry us through times of change and challenge. So our reading today is from E.E. Cummings. It's from a writing of his called A Poet's Advice. And as I read this today, of course, just allow yourself, give yourself permission to be in the present, to settle into this space, and allow the words to find you in this space, wherever you are, whatever you might be feeling. So this is A Poet's Advice from E.E. Cummings. A poet is somebody who feels and who expresses their feelings through words. This may sound easy. It isn't. A lot of people think or believe or know they feel, but that's thinking or believing or knowing, not feeling. And poetry is feeling, not knowing or believing or thinking. Almost anybody can learn to think or believe or know, but not a single human being can be taught to feel. Why? Because whenever you think or you believe or you know, you're a lot of other people. But the moment you feel, you're nobody but yourself. To be nobody but yourself in a world which is doing its best night and day to make you everybody else means to fight the hardest battle which any human being can fight, and to never stop fighting. Yeah, so this question of how do we be most ourselves? And there's a recognition in this passage that sometimes the world wants us to all be the same, consume the same thing, think the same thing, want the same things, and that it can be a little bit of a battle sometimes to carve out some piece of the world that is truly our own. And one of the pieces of wisdom that comes from this passage is that carving out a piece of the world that is truly our own, carving out a space in the world from which we can navigate times like this, involves tuning into our feelings. That when we feel, as Cummings put it, we are nobody but ourselves. That the thinking and the believing and the knowing oftentimes can be part of making us just think and believe and know like everybody else. But feeling is something that belongs uniquely to us. Nobody feels about anything exactly the way you feel. So your feelings are precious, and your feelings make you who you are, uniquely who you are. There's another piece of wisdom that comes from this passage, and that's that our feelings belong in our body, that our body is the holder of our feelings. That's how we know how we feel. We don't think it. It's not some objective piece of knowledge out there in the world. It's something that lives inside of us. So, as you tune into your bodies and your feelings, and as you navigate all of the change and challenge in your life, a question today to point you in the direction of yourself. What is the truth of you that your body already knows? What is a truth of you that your body already knows? I hope you can tune in a little more deeply to your feelings in your body today. Tune in a little more deeply to who you are when you're nobody but yourself. And I hope that self helps you navigate this time a little more gracefully, a little more easily. So I hope you're doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourselves. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow our theme will be, we have everything inside of us. Everything inside of us. So I look forward to seeing you then. And until then, take care.